Good afternoon, everybody. Ollamh here, and welcome back to Agatha Christie Peril in the House. Now, last time we found out that that Miss Nick, the lady that we are trying to help, actually had one of the guns that was used to try to assassinate her in her office. The Colonel does not actually have one of those guns. He prefers a rifle. Her best friend is determined that, no, Nikki is lying. So, we need to find out some more about, we need to find out more about what's going on here. A lot more. So, reading glasses, a blue stamp, a card with a 6 on it, and 3 cameras. Right. Okay, a blue stamp there. There's a blue stamp right there. Yeah. The reading glasses might be a bit tricky because those are probably going to be kind of small and not overly evident. Oh, never mind. They look a bit weird, but yep, that's where they are, all right. 3 cameras, 2 canes. Well, the canes are pretty easy to find. At least for me. Don't know why. Guess check. Ink. Empty glass and a white heart. Empty glass. White heart. Tube of paint. Right. So now we still need the 3 cameras. Gotta remember this is old times, so cameras don't look anything like they do now. A card with a 6 on it. I'm seeing lots of playing cards, but I don't know if... Ah, there it is. Yep, okay. The room is clear. Nick, no one would benefit from my death. The house is mortgaged and need repairs. It would go to Charles Weiss, my cousin. What little else I have would go to my best friend, Freddie. Freddie's room. Well, let's take a look and see what Freddie's been up to, huh? A receipt. Suspicious. Lady Boland's Bed and Breakfast. May 8th, 1927. Mr. and Mrs. Lazarus, room 5. Received with thanks, 8/5/27. Miss Rice was with Mr. Lazarus in Saltington, and that town is only a few miles from here. Either one of them could have come into St. Louis and slipped into end house unnoticed to fix the brakes, the picture, and to crash down the boulder. I will ask Miss Rice about her whereabouts on this night. Her answer may reveal much. Five tulips in the vase. Okay, I have four tulips. There's the last tulip. There we go. 2 frogs. Why does she have so many frogs in her room? This is not exactly sanitary. A lump of sugar. a lion, which I'm guessing is like, oh no, that's a squirrel, but okay, I was gonna say, yeah, not like an actual, she doesn't have like an actual, living, breathing lion in her room. That seems a little unlikely. A crescent, just laying on the bed, the foot of the bed, which is, again, really weird. Train, horseshoe, playing cards. Okay. Is the horseshoe the right way up? Yes, it is. Good. Playing cards and a train. Ah, it's a picture of a train. Of course. I was expecting a full-size locomotive to be in her room. Granted, there are stranger things that I've seen in games like these. So, now the playing cards should be... Aha! Freddy, I didn't arrive till this morning, so I only heard about the boulder and the brakes on Nick's car. Where was I yesterday? Tavistock, visiting friends. As if it's anyone's business. Your friend tried to get murdered. You do stand to reap the benefits, at least a few benefits. A pirate flag? Do you really just have a pirate flag in your room? I mean, it's not like on the wall as a decoration or anything. Oh, it's actually out on the ship. How the hell was I supposed to know that that was a pirate flag, specifically? That's a little ridiculous. A letter... Aha! What does the letter say? Knightsbridge, 12th April, 1927. James, our... Cannery affairs are in the worst state, owing to various calls of expenditure and various stoppages of income. The family business is at present rather imperfectly provided with ready money. I may be forced to sell it off as I cannot meet my obligations to my vendors. I have creditors calling, and it is clear that there is no way to pay them. I advise you to consider what other career you could take up, should the worst happen. Your father, John Lazarus. So, Monsieur Lazarus's family business is near bankruptcy. I wonder if he will admit to it. Old style handcuffs. Decorative box, shoes, an iron whiskey, aha, there's the whiskey, a passport, an umbrella, and an apple. There's the iron, so now we just need a decorative box. There's a lot of what look like decorative boxes around here. I was in London until last night. My family owns Lazarus Antiques in Kingsbridge. The business keeps me busy, but it has its perks. We're doing exceedingly well. Exceedingly. I'm sure you are, monsieur. Cord was deliberately frayed. The Mauser pistol from End House is missing. Eddie stayed with Freddy in a nearby... No, that was Mr. Lazarus. Claims her best friend Nick is a liar. Housekeeper in house. Tampered with in order to cause an auto accident. Ex-naval officer in love with Nick. Proof Nick was shot in the garden. Shot at in the garden. Someone pushed this off the edge. She says she has no enemies. Paroled old friends and chronicler. There we go. So we're just kind of like making, making sense out of everything right now. If there's someone you trust, perhaps a distant relative or friend, who could come and stay with you for a while. Do you think that's really necessary? Perot is right, you know. You mustn't remain in the house all alone. It's not safe. Well, there's Maggie, my cousin in Yorkshire. She'd be available. She never goes anywhere. She's awfully dull, though. Dull is perfectement. She sounds like the very thing. Write her, please, and ask her to come at once. Dear Maggie, I know I promised you a visit later in the summer, but I've changed my mind. You must come as soon as you get this. I insist. Will you, dear? In-house is feeling dreadfully empty these days. Love, Nick. Right, I'm sure this will go swimmingly. All right. The Eiffel Tower, a pipe, and onions. And I am finding none of these things. Aha, there's the pipe. Baseball gun and a padlock. All right, there's a gun, a baseball. I was going to say, I know I saw the baseball. Star in a bucket, round profile, a fish, and a shoe. Okay. There's a shoe. Onions? Yeah, okay. A round profile? Oh, a coin. Right. Okay. Star on a bucket, an upside down bucket. There's the fish. So now we just need the Eiffel Tower. There it is. Yes. Maggie Buckley. Thank you for picking me up at this train station. I haven't seen Nick since last Christmas in Yorkshire. I can't believe anyone would want to hurt her, but I'll stay at End House and keep an eye on her as you ask. Thank you. All right. A letter. There's tons of letters around here. This place is like littered with letters. A black dog. I don't know what specific letter you're talking about. Like I said, there's just tons of them. Magnifying glass, orange, and a bunch of keys. Bunch of keys? Yeah. All right. Orange. We still need a magnifying glass. There we go. Seal ring, egg, and a sword. Seal ring, egg, a sword. This guy just has all kinds of stuff around here. Scissors and Big Ben. I thought I had seen the scissors. I did see the scissors. Yes. Big Ben. All right, so where the hell is the specific letter that you're after? Sir, in response to your inquiry as to the purchase of End House, I regret to inform you that its present owner is in no mind to put it on the market. The house has been in ownership by the same family for generations, and the present title owner, a cousin of mine, actually is frantically devoted to it. She is fervent in her desire to preserve its lineage, and nothing would induce her to sell. Yours always truly, Charles Weiss, Esquire. Either Miss Buckley is fantastically devoted to End House or has hidden this from us, or it is Mr. Weiss himself who will not tolerate the sale of the house. I can't believe anyone would want Nick dead. She's precious. She has precious little income. It's true I would inherit and house, but what of it? As my mother always said, the place is more curse than blessing. Alright, so we're back in here again. Figurine, butterfly, bird, and a thread. Let's see. A butterfly's there, right. A bird and a the thread. A wire phone, 2 door keys. There's the wire. Okay. Phone and 2 door keys. There's that. There's the thread. There's a key. I don't know specifically if it's a door key or not. A vise, which should be like on a shelf or something like that, I would think. It's not going to do you much good otherwise. Well, it's just kind of laying there. Electric lantern and dice. So the dice are up there, right? Electric lantern. Ha! Room is clear. Nothing of interest there. 4 pigs in a row. Alright, there's 3. And so we're just looking for piggy number 2, which is up there. Oh, no, piggy number 5. Yes, I understand that. Thank you. Ass. We do still need piggy number 2, but this is piggy number 5. So we should go there. There's piggy number 2. All right. Cool. So we need a lighter, 3 bells. I thought I got 3 bells. No, that was... Oh, sorry. They had a doorbell being completely separate. Of course. Why? Why would you do that? Fishing lure, an oil lamp, a ship. We still need a letter. Again... A lot of things that look like they could be letters. It's up above the door. Darling, party was too marvelous. Feel rather a warm today. You were wise not to touch that stuff. Don't ever start, darling. It's too damn hard to give it up. I'm writing the boyfriend to hurry up the supply. What hell life is. So she was on some kind of drugs. I made a will last February, just before my operation for appendicitis. Mr. Croft suggested it, and so I wrote it out, and Ellen witnessed it. It must be lying around the house somewhere. Monsieur Peril. I looked into Dr. Challenger? No. McAllister. As you requested, he has a nice office? A nice place, no? Mr. Perot, I looked into Dr. Hastings as you requested. He has a nice clinic in Harris Street? No, Harley Street. And another one in Paris. Supposedly he treats hysterical women. But it felt all wrong to me. Why would somebody write like this? His waiting room was filled with beautiful women? No. Several women? No. Society women? But none of them met with him longer than 5 minutes. A nurse told me that Commander Challenger comes to the clinic at least once a week. Miss Lemon. I do not like the sound of this. I fear for Commander Challenger. Your nurse needs to be fired, good sir. Any nurse who writes a letter to her, or any secretary that writes a letter like that, deserves to be fired. That is also all the time we have for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and don't forget to press the subscribe button down below so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions.
If you wanna see some crazy,
Cheerio!
then you should meet me and my friends.
So we come up here and say, hey buddy, you look like you're missing a red eye. Here's a ruby. And we get a key and the last bit of the scissors. I don't want to be hanging the witch's dirty drawers up on that, up on the drying line there.